everyone. Well, today I'm doing another canvas using Imagination Crafts products. I'm using the stencils, sparkle medium, a bit of the shabby chic relief paste, some stamps, and this is going to be called Birds of a Feather. Let's tape to overhead. Oh, I'll just zoom you in. It did the zoom in. Right, okay then. So we've got another canvas. And this has already been gessoed. I'm not sure what the measurements is. Let's just say. So it's 12 by 8, and I've got this stencil, and I've actually already used the sparkle medium gold shine to do this, but I'm going to use it again because I'm going to stipple through and highlight some of the areas. And this is I've done it on the rice paper, and I've got the nice edges. I've got these stamps which I'm going to stamp with using the Starlight paints, and I might add some other textures using this stencil too, so we'll see how it goes. I'm also using these Pretty Birds Magic Cuts, and I'm going to paint these, so I've got all those as well. I've got the little ones, and what I like about this, you get the little ones as well, little individual birds, which you can either decoupage up onto the main ones or just add them round. And as this is going to be called Birds of a Feather, I think. So, Birds of a Feather, that's just give me an idea actually. I'm not going to use that stencil, change my mind. I'm actually going to use this one, which is the fern feather with all the lovely crackle. So I think they'll work together better than the other one. So, but that's just the way my brain works. I'm not saying anything. Right, okay, so I'm going to go with purples for this. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to be using, and I want some greens. So I've got the Starlight and Green, Heather, Dark Orchid, which is one of the new colours I've just bought, Rich Gold, and I've got Chestnut as well. And I'm going to kind of paint the branch and that, so I'll do that. But first off, what I want to do, I want to give my canvas a nice colour wash of purple. And I know there's pinks in there, but I think it'll look nice together. And I'm going to use this just arrived, the Shabby Chic relief paste, and I'm dying to have a go with this. It's really, really nice. I'll just look at that. Isn't that colour? And you know me in purples, I just have to do a purple stencil, a purple canvas. And so let's make a start. First off, I want to just give it, I'm just going to give it, I've got my gesso, and I'm just going to give it a light covering. I'm not going to dry it because I want it wet, she says. So, and it's really thick, good thick gesso. I keep changing my mind about what's the best gesso, but up to now I'm loving this. And I'm going to spritz and give it a colour wash of the purple in the, and this is the mixed media ink spray, so I'm going to be using that. And So this is all about different ways of using your your starlights, and so first off I want to give it a quick spritz with, I'm going to give it a colour wash with this, but then I've actually mixed the heather and made a spritz bottle, a spritz, so that's going to come into play at some point as well. So let's make a start, shall we? There we go. And I'm just going to I'm not too worried if I don't cover the whole of the canvas, you know, I'm not going to be a bit precise with my putting on of the gesso. I'm just going to put it, if I've missed a bit, it doesn't matter. I'd like to get all of it, but at this stage I'm not altogether worried, and I'm really working very quick because I don't want it to dry too quickly, because I'm going to start and spritz with the so I've just done that, whoops, because once I spritz, once I've spritzed, I'm going to give it a nice all I'm doing is just dipping my brush in my water and just toning it down a bit. But I really like this rich purple, and it's mottled as well, you know, so it's kind of darker here. I'm just going to get this done very, very quickly. And it's just a case of playing, you know, just play with your products, see what other things you can do with them. Definitely with the case of the Starlight paints, you can stencil with them, you can add them to other mediums. They work well with sparkle gel, you can stamp with them, obviously stencil with them. So there we are. So that is the effect that I wanted. Really nice. I like all this up here and here. So I'll keep it still. And then I'm just going to make sure that I touch the edges up, because obviously I don't want the white at the back on the edges. So I'm just really quickly just turning this round and just quickly getting the edge of the canvas. But you don't want no white bits, do you? Not really, unless you're working completely in white. Have you ever worked completely in white? Doesn't work for me. I've done it, but it's not fabulous. Right, okay, give this a quick blast. So now, before I add this, I'm going to do a bit of stenciling. Just put that over there. And I'm going to bring in my crackle. This is the crackled feather. And I just want to have a play a minute and see if I can get this feather. Just trying to work out which might be best. So that goes up there. So I'm thinking the feather will look really nice coming off the bottom. So, okay. So I'll move this up. get rid of this wet off here, and I'm going to be using, so I want this there like that, okay. And what I'm going to use is, I'm going to use the dark orchid, and I love this colour. She says, just persevere, don't ruin, or try. She says, try not to ruin it. I can't get hold of it today. Hold on, let's see. What I should do before I even start is make sure that they're open. I can't do that. Right, where's my knife? There we go. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to, here's my spatula one. There it is. I'm going to put some on here. And I've got a sponge, a piece of sponge that I've cut. And I'm just going to, and I'm going to include the crackle here as well. So I'm just going to oh, that's good. So if I just, let me just move you out a bit, because that's it, you can see better now. There we go. So that's that done. Pop that down, and I'll just pop that away. Pop that back in the pot. More than likely use that again. Wipe up my little mess. So that's that done. And I'm going to now give that a blast, and then I'm going to add this onto here. But it won't obliterate the feather. It'll still be there. I'm going to pop that there, and then I'll show you what else I'm going to do. Let's see. So I'll give this a quick blast first. Right, so I'm bringing in my decoupage glue. Oh gosh. I'm going to have to clean the lid. I don't know what the heck I've done. I've got it all. I'll have to give the lid a, you know where this is, I'll have to give this a good clean. Anyway, so I'm going to now, let me just work this out a bit. And I'm going straight onto my canvas with it. There we go. So I'm going to put this to one side and let it dry. I'm not going to seal that completely, or put the lid on it completely, because I need to clean that up. I don't know what the heck I've done with it, but I'm going to leave that and let that dry, and then I'm going to bring in my little birds. My little tray, and I'm just going to pop them in, and they've got little nubbins on them, so let's get my scissors. Where they're attached in the Magic Cuts, when you take them off, they've got little, so I'm just going to cut them off, the little nubs, and then I'm going to spray them. I'm going to spray them, I think. Yeah, there's one. Just the ones that are noticeable. That's what I've... Right. Okay. So the little birds, I'm going to do I'm going to use the mixed media, she says. For this one, that's better. And then I'm going to go over these ones with the starlight. And I think I should have done that with that. Never mind. Let's go. Let's go. I've done it the other way around. Always clean your nozzles as well after you've used them. Obviously, before I put mine away, I will. There we go. I will clean all my sprays up before I put them away. So I'm going to leave that to dry. Told you this was going to be a purple, didn't I? So I'm bringing this in, and I'm going to dry it. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, I'm going to stamp. So I've got this stamp, and it's just got a combination of words: magic, imagine, art, dream, spirit, muse, imagine, all different words. So I'm just going to take it off. There we go. Where's my stamping block? There it is. Right, okay, so when you're stamping with starlights, I know if you've watched my other videos you do know, so I just want to make sure. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to stamp with chestnut. To use I'm going to use my distress pad, put a bit on here, so first thing I need to do is I need to dampen. So I'm just going to dampen my stamp, Whoops. And don't forget, and then I'm just going to put this on, and this is how I like to add. I'm not going to do the whole of the stamp, I'm just going to, I like to put the starlights on with my foam pad. Okay, and don't forget it's quick on and off, so we'll have that one there, off. I'm not too fussed if it's not perfect. There we go, and I think I'll just have a few more down there. I'm going to have just a touch here. There we go. If I lift that up there, you can see, and the chestnut there. So I need to spritz this. I spritz my stamp straight away and clean it off. I've had a thought. So, okay, so that's that done. Put that on the floor out the way. I have got some Magicut cogs. So I'm going to paint some of them because I've got some cogs on here. On this stencil you've got the chain, and then you've got some flowers, little birds, cogs here, flower here, a flower, and then you've got the bird cage and a little birdie inside there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the chestnut, and I'm going to have a few cogs on. I'm going to add a few cogs onto this. So just, oops, might be a good idea if I did one at a time. You get 2 in a pack, so I just want the small ones. 2, 3. I do 5. And I can just offset them against them ones, and then have these 2 here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to quickly paint them with my Starlight chestnut. Them in with the birds. Oops. And Starlight dries very quickly. Look at them. I mean, they're still drying, but look at the effect on that. That is spot on, super duper. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to place my stencil back on here, because now where the gold is here on the flowers, I want to stipple, and you can get Imagination Craft products from Crafter's Companion, and I'm going to use these 2 different sizes of stencil brushes if I can get into them. Oh, there we go. So yes, I'm going to stencil over the sparkle medium. Come on. They don't want to come out. Tell you what, Linda, just cut it. It'll come out then. Yeah, sometimes I wonder where my brain is. Okay, so I'm going to use some of the green on the leaves. So I just need to make sure that this is in place. Okay. That's that okay. So I want some of the green. And I've got, and I'm just going to do the leaves, which is why I've got the small. There we go. And I'm sure there's some leaves down here. But I'm going to do that once I've done this. And then I'm going to use the heather on the flowers. And it goes over the sparkle medium brilliantly, because I don't want all that gold. I was thinking of ways to so if I just lift this up, you can see. If I lift it up, you can see. So I'm going to work my way round the stencil or the mask. It's a mask, not a stencil, Linda. I'm going to work my way round, and I need to pop this in here because I want to do the cogs and the key as well. So there we go. So I'll continue on with this and work my way round, and I'll speed it up and add some music. And what I want to do now is I want to paint the birds. So they've got one there, and I've got one there and one there, and I'm going to actually paint them quick. So I've got my little paintbrush, and I'm going to paint the birds inside here, just so they pop. So I'm being very, very careful. how the birds just pop because I've painted them? I'll lift it up. See how they've just literally popped off the page? So, next thing I want to do is I'm going to bring in some of the Shabby Chic, which is the lavender. And I'm not sure what to do yet with it. And I might not use it, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm just trying to think what to do. I'm not sure if it needs anything. Just like the way it all blends, maybe just no, I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with that, because the plan for this, I didn't have that, so I might leave that off. I'm thinking I might just leave it actually. Add a bit more. Do you know, I might add a bit more stenciling just round there and add some here as well. But the thing is, what do I use? I'll tell you what I'll use. I'll use some of the Wild Orchid. See how quickly it dries? That is bone dry, so I'm going to have to really... I've never known a paint like this to dry so quick. Well, that looks good. Do some here as well. I think that looks good. Can you see? I'm happy with that. That's better. I think I'm a lot more happy with it, I think. Right, okay. So next thing I want to do is bring in my birds, which should hopefully be dry. Let's move these out of the way. And my cogs. And I'm going to offset them to the other cogs. Just playing around. Do you know what I might do as well? I might add one of the little birds on top of it. Yes. And then I'll add these here, like that. Add them there like that. Put that one over there. That can go there. There we go. And I'm going to use the Magibond to stick them. This is fantastic glue. Dries clear. So there's all my lovely little bits, and the last thing I want to do is use Rich Gold and sponge around, just to bring everything, tie everything in together. I'm using just a sponge that I've just cut up, and this is my gold one, and it will give it some nice so as you can see. So as I go round, I'm going to play some music and speed it up. Okay, so I'm pleased to say that this canvas is all done. I'm going to call it Birds of a Feather, and I hope you've enjoyed. Please do check out Crafters Companion website and look under, there's a toolbar across the top, brands, a drop box comes down, Imagination Crafts, and all the products are there, from Starlight paints to gesso to sparkle medium to fashion sprays, mixed media sprays, stencils, rice paper, magic cuts, stencil brushes, you name it, it's there. And thank you again for tuning in, watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed and you've got some inspiration. If you have any questions, please leave a question in the comments and I will get back to you. Thanks ever so much for all your support of my little channel, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye bye.